Hey YouTube, I'm here again with another Mustang video. I'm going to be actually taking everyone for a little cruise in the Fox body. Now, I did take another video, and it didn't turn out too great because my hatch popped open, my hood popped open. There were still some adjustments to be made with the car, but now everything's buttoned up pretty good, so I figure let's go ahead and take you out for a spin. Now, the roads are still kind of damp because we had some rain lately, but we'll still have a little bit of fun with it. So I gotta go get some fuel, so figure we'll go ahead and do a cold start. I haven't driven this in a couple days now, so I'll do a cold start and then we'll just get warmed up and we'll have some fun. Now on cold starts, sometimes it takes a few times to get it to actually start. This car is not tuned, it's just running on stock computer. Normally though, if you've driven the car daily, that usually just starts about by the second try. Also, when the car's warming up, it has a little bit of a rumble, so I do apologize for the shakiness of the camera at the moment. But once she gets warmed up, everything's good. So, just a little recap of what I got going in this car. It's got a DSS 331 bottom end kit with Edelbrock RPM2 aluminum cylinder heads, comp cam 274 cam, Edelbrock RPM2 intake, Tremec T3550 transmission with a steel track shifter, center force clutch, and 355 rear end gears in the back. So, good little fun setup for just cruising. And technically this engine still isn't even broken yet. I only have 435 miles on it since got the thing running. So I haven't changed the oil for its first oil change yet. Okay. Let's go ahead and seatbelt on. And let's get her going. Also, I had an exhaust leak after I drove it too. I was getting some horrible sounds out of this car. This car sounded like it was falling apart. But it turns out just after putting the headers on and driving it for that 400 miles, the bolts got loose and just had to retighten them. My battery box that's in the trunk of the car also was rattling really bad. Everything needed tightened up, so gotta do that also. Okay, so right now we're just kind of gonna do a little driving around until the car gets warmed up. The car sounds great. I don't have Flowmasters on this car. I used to have Flowmasters. I used to have Flowmaster 50 series mufflers on this car. Now I got a Bassani catback exhaust on it. So it's actually an exhaust that not a lot of people put on their Fox bodies, generally because of the price. It is an expensive catback. And when you're just normally driving it or just letting it idle, it kind of has that Flowmaster chambered sound to it. But when you're standing outside the car and you're listening to the car run, it doesn't sound like Flowmasters at all. It's got a very deep, kind of a hissy sound, like a raspy sound, because it's not a chambered muffler. Go ahead and go on a little back road fun here. Now I live a little outside of town, so the thing that sucks about this car is trying to keep it clean. Unfortunately, there's just no easy way to do it. I destroy bugs out here. So, not the biggest issue in the world, but when you try to keep your stuff looking nice, you know, you put a lot of work into it. And then you take one drive and your car's what, driving this thing before and after the changes in the setups, it's night and day difference on the torque. This thing just rips apart first and second. I mean, I would still have to really push it before to get it to do the same thing, but I can feel it. Like, you can feel that inertia just pushing you back into the seat. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty fun when you can just have that happen. Because I mean, the torque is the real thing that really gives you that fun factor, that really pushes you into the seat. And with this setup, you know, it gives me that amount of fun, but it's not over the top. I can still drive this like I'm just driving normally, and this road is actually a nice road. It's not a back highway here. I'm just cruising along, and this is really comfortable. I can drive like this all day. It's great. So what can this car do just from a standstill? You're about to find out. Oh man, this car's fun. I didn't get any traction, sorry. Let's do it again just because we can. We're not gonna hurt anyone out here. Lock it. Lock it bad first. Hit the rev limiter. Hit the rev limiter, and then I bogged second really bad. Now I bet if I were to get some better tires, this probably would not be an issue. Well, here we are back in the garage. Another nice thing about this car is the drivability of it. I'm just sitting here after doing those hard mashes. Idles just fine down at 950 RPMs, still under 1,000. After it's been sitting for a little bit longer, it'll idle down to about 750, 800. So it's a nice little setup here. So for being on stock computer, this thing just runs great. I couldn't be more ecstatic about how this whole thing turned out. So I'm glad I got to take you along for a little drive. I know that we couldn't have had the most fun in the world, just going to the gas station, have a little fun on the way back. But you know, at least I got the ball rolling a little bit. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching. We'll have more content coming soon, so keep checking us out here, and we'll see you next time.